Hi. How are you doing, guys? Um, I hope that you guys are doing well. And karibuni sana. Um, Sorry, guys, for not informing you earlier on that we can be having a live session. I do not know how to. I do not know how to, to give you advance notice, especially on this channel now that this channel is yet to get a community. So most of the time it's very difficult for me to communicate to you guys. And then I do not have specific time on when I can come for live. It depends on the availability of time, but I'm hoping in the nearby future we will get a community, and even if I give a short notice, at least I will have communicated in other areas that we will be having a live shortly. Yeah, so guys, please share our live, share with whoever you can. I'll be more than happy if you share this live. I'll be more than happy if you share this live. So sorry guys for that. I had to do something, so sorry about that. So guys, so today nimesema we come here and oh, I didn't bring my pen with me. And we talk about business. We talk about business. We can talk about business. And I don't know why I still feel the need to talk about this topic. I don't know why I still feel the need to talk about this topic because just the other day nilikuwa nafikiria like having a look at Kenya. Kenya is actually we are actually facing a great problem, especially when it comes to unemployment. So many young people are unemployed. So many graduates, they are unemployed, and the biggest problem is I don't know if the struggle that these graduates go through. Sometimes I try to think, sometimes it's better for those people who didn't, maybe walimaliza class 8 ama wakamaliza form 4, and after maybe there was no hope maybe to continue, or maybe they didn't desire to, to continue with their studies. At least they adapted to something that they could do with their lives. Some of them went to farming, others went into business, wengine wakaenda polytechnics and they got a skill, and they're already earning. But I think there is a very kuna reality eco, and this one is something that we have to swallow, and especially for the graduates, they have to swallow this one. Na wajue na waweke in their mind, like kupata job ni ngumu. If you get one, please work hard. Sisemi ati hakuna ati job completely ziko, but the truth is they are not enough for all of us. These jobs are not enough for all the graduates. That is the truth. Unless you decide maybe you wanna go and look for greener pastures. But before mtu afike ile stage that unasema you want to swallow this bitter pill and accept the fact that there are not enough jobs. There are not enough jobs. If kama we ulifanya tuseme course kama gani, ulifanya criminology, you did Bachelor of Science in blah blah, whatever it is, before you swallow this bitter pill that there are no jobs, imagine it is not that easy. It is not that easy, because I'm trying to imagine this. You come from this small village, whatever county you come from that small village, and utapata kuna wengine, for them to go to campus there were some fundraising, watu walifanyia harambee ndo uende shule or go to school and usome kwa bidii, get that degree, get that good job. So you can try to imagine the society out there have very high expectations kwako. They have very high expectations towards you, and they actually expect that after you graduate, oh, fulani wa fulani by the way anasomeanga KU, fulani wa fulani anasomea Chuka University and anafanya Bachelor of ABCD. And after he completes his studies, atakuwa he can work in these government offices, he can work in a hospital, all those stories. Juu pia sisi tukienda shule kusoma, we always have those big dreams. Ukimaliza shule, you can work in this and this company. It's a very big company. It's a multinational company, but sorry unto us, and sometimes this one does not happen. Na hii pressure these graduates wanapatanga inakuanga too difficult. Itafanya mtu asitake kwenda nyumbani aende afanye farming, because sometimes you are afraid of what will people say, and even before you get afraid of what will people say, there is a war, or there is a fight within yourself. There is a fight within yourself, and unakaa hivi unashangaa kai, see, I thought after I graduate like nitakuwa na work in this company. Yani umetembeza kiatu, ukidrop barua kiatu ikainama and none of it is coming along. So number one, kuna ile vita iko ndani yako, not even the society, even before the society comes. Of course, the society have the pressure. Sometimes we have parents who give us pressure, and they have very high expectations towards us. Juu walitusomesha, maybe we have other younger siblings who maybe they thought maybe, utamaliza shule, you get that nice job, and maybe you can help us with bringing up or maybe educating the younger ones. But this one does not actually happen. And this is the very sad truth. Juu lazima, this is a bitter pill that we have to swallow. Na before you swallow it, guy, ECG, I don't know, like unafaa umeze na maziwa, sijui maziwa itakuwa inatoka wapi during this economic time, sama utameza na maji. It's a bitter pill that you have to swallow and accept. This is how the reality is. Na sisemi like hakuna job complete, no. Mi nasema kama ulisomea that career, don't like forever forget about it. Don't like ever forget about it. But before your dream job comes, because it might take years. It might take months, depending on how lucky you are. It might take months, it might take years, or it might never come. That is the truth. That is the very sad truth. But even before this, your dream job comes, what could you be doing with your life? Because when you don't get your dream job, and when niseme kukataa, unakataa kujiitikia, tuanze hapo. And so ukikataa kujiitikia the size kazi yangu ipatikani, you don't think like doing another job. You are not flexible and accepting the reality. What will happen? Wanda utaenda unapata too much stress. So I think it's good that to accept the reality yenye iko, and then try to figure out, apart from hii career ulifanya, what else can you do? Because at the end of the day, you've got bills to pay and your life have to keep moving. Usienda kukua mtu mwenye anakaa kona maisha desperate. Usienda kukua mse mwenye akona maisha desperate. And when we come to that, that's why here I come in with business ideas. Personally, being a graduate, and akisikumbuki niliajiriwa lini. With something related with my career, I can't remember, but I've been employed kidogo too, and then I was out. But out of that, I've come to realize, apart from your career ulifanya, imagine out there are so many opportunities that you can do. There are so many things that you can do. For me, for years, even when I was in campus, I used to do a lot of content writing and academic writing. And trust me, these things used to pay my bills. Well, recently, I haven't been doing that, but it's something that you can do. Maybe si tutafanya for a long term, it depends on you. But ni kitu yenye unaweza fanya ikushikiria for a short while, at least as you try to figure things out. And another thing, even before we go to the business world, the skill that you have, maybe ulifanya IT, you are an IT guru, maybe you did what other kind, I don't know. There's so many watu walifanya sijui akina programming, all those kind of stuff. Ukienda online, there are so many platforms where you can get jobs. Utawaka na companies zenye ziko Kenya, utawaka na company, the multinational or international companies, whatever they are. You work with companies based in the US, based in the UK, because you have a skill and something that you can deliver. And once you go there, you present your project. Make sure that ukipewa project moja, give it perfection, give it your best, because I've come to realize with the online area, sometimes hata si kufanya ati a lot of work. Hiyo kazi moja umepewa, make sure you do it perfect. Make sure that work you do it perfect. And after that, like reviews itakuja, review after review, you'll get so many reviews, and within no time you have enough clients. And there's a time I remember when I used to do a lot of writing, and I was remembering just the other day, and I was like, gosh, what happened these days? I don't get writing. But I'm not, number one, I know I'm not motivated, but I was looking back in the days when I began my writing, my own writing jobs. And during this time, like I was educated. Number one, of course, I needed money, like ile desperate. I have a lot of bills that I need to pay na bado nasoma. So nilikuwa najituma, nilikuwa nafanya kazi perfect. And so of course when nilianza writing, I don't know how to share this experience. The experience was not that good, because sitakudanganya, siku za kwanza nikanyang'anywa, but I never gave up. Nilitoka from one employer to another, and when I got this one employer, nimfanyia kazi poa, and then I guess he used to like the fact that I was very honest. If I have a class, I'll tell him like, no, I can't do the task right now because I have got a class. Because of course, I have to balance between my classwork and also hii kazi ingine. So I was very honest, number one. And then mimi na pesa tunakuanga hivi, so I love money, and so sometimes nimemaliza kuna job maybe nafanya nimalize around 10 p.m. and then wetu nimeenda kujekelea tu hivi bed, and then we have go, hey Monica, can you handle this task? And I'll be like, how long is it? 3 pages, and it's very urgent. Okay, let me just take up. Nafanya tu hesabu zangu haraka, and I'll be like, wow, I think I can attack these 3 pages, and then maybe kesho I can oversleep kidogo, bora nijue pesa kwa mfuko. Of course, the funny thing with these kind of writing jobs, you could get saizi usiku umeitiwa kazi, then unakataa, unasema you want to doze, and then tomorrow during the day hakuna kazi ya kufanya, especially when the rose season is approaching. You find that if you don't go for the urgent orders, then zile orders ziko na more time, they are, how can I put this, like they don't come, like hazikuangi mob. That is the point I want to derive. Hazikuangi mob, so lazima like ujitume. And so that was me. And so huyu boss wangu mmoja alienda kuniletea mabeshte zako wengine, so they could call me, oh Monica, today are you busy? Oh, and I'll be like, I was also honest, oh niko na kazi ya fulani fulani I'm handling, unless if the order can wait, I can handle it after this one. And so I was looking back in the days like, aki sikuwa na pesa mingi, but sikuwa nakosa pesa. Aki amani, I never used kukosa pesa. Ati nasikia, oh please, we need to contribute some money somewhere. Hiyo siwezi kosa. And that time I'm a student. Oh, there's this and this place we're supposed to go, singekosa. So having a look at the online area, I have seen like it has a lot of potential. And forgetting about the writing part, recently I'm more into teaching English. And before I got my first client, guys, maybe I should give you a short story of me. Back in 2020, what? Before I came back from China in 2020, is when I came back. And when I came back, when I was living in China, I used to be an English teacher. How is your English? It's that nice. Yeah, I used to be an English teacher. And as I was teaching English, I came to learn a lot. Personally, I never thought that I can become a teacher. And I was like, oh my goodness, how can I become a teacher? I'm not talkative. I this one I can do. But I think things have actually really changed, because apart from becoming a teacher, I've become a content creator. And sometimes I find myself sitting down here speaking for hours, and content I post, ukosange kitu ya kusema. So I guess things actually changed from my teaching experience. And I think the teaching experience also trained me into somehow, kuna venye it shaped my way, and the courage to do content creation. So when I was there, I did teaching. And so when I came back, I was kind of confused, because I didn't know, now that I'm back, I can no longer teach. And no, when you live abroad and you come back to your country, sometimes it gets very, very difficult. And I didn't know, like, where can I start, or what can I actually do now that I'm back. Sina kazi, I do not have work to do. Hi Simpri, hi. Mambo. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you. I really appreciate. Please, simply don't forget to like our video. Nitashukuru sana sana. I will really do appreciate. So when I was just giving out a story. So when I came back from China, I was actually very confused. You can imagine, I've come back to Kenya, and it was during time when Corona imeshika, and so I didn't actually know what I will do with my life. I can't start a business during that period. Again, venye nimetoka China and I've come back to Kenya, I can no longer teach English. So I really felt lost. And mimi ni ule mse, like, I don't like staying like idle, so I was kind of stressed. And so for that period, an idea came, and I said, what if I try to contact my former students in China and see whether I can teach them English? I tried to contact them for this period, and nothing came. And so I gave up with the staff, and I focused with the business and other things. But this thing is funny. As I was busy in a certain app, I was practicing my spoken Chinese. I met this guy, and the guy was the Chinese, and he asked me if we can become language partners. And I told him, yeah, no problem, because I'm learning the Chinese language, and you're also learning the English language. Like, we can share out our different languages. So I said, well, it's okay, because he was serious, and I also needed someone who was serious so that I can practice my Chinese. So after 4 days, I stayed without joining this app. And the fourth day when I joined, I found the guy has texted me, hey, Monica, would you mind if you teach me English and then I pay you instead of us exchanging the languages? And I was like, oh my goodness. And for 4 days, siku nne sijaingia kwa hii app, and I've already gotten a client. And so I was like, oh my goodness, please, God, help this guy as well, like Amanda. I really need this job, like I really need it. So when I contacted him, immediately he was like online. And then I told him like, oh yeah, I'm interested in this. So he told me immediately like, can we have a call? We had a call and we communicated on the charges. And he was like, can we start our class today? No, I told him not today. Let me prepare for the class, but I can teach tomorrow. So that's how I got my first client on teaching English. So my point was huku online kuna pesa. All you need to do is like you need to be consistent, and once you get your first client, make sure like you do a perfect job. Na hakuna ku give up. Hakuna ku give up. Like for us content creators, you come for live, no one is joining you. You upload a video and you get to views. But there's something I've come to learn. Everything is about consistency. You will you will come every day. If you want to come every day, continue coming every day. Someone might come notice, oh, ako live. No, I'm not interested. Second day, that day. And then the fourth day, the person said to join you. And with no time, like utapata, you are foreign in a grow. So I think that's how online works. So as I continue with the story of how I got my English student, this guy, I niliamua like because I had an experience in teaching English in China, I decided like I want to do a perfect job. Being a Kenyan, si ati venye najua English sana, but lazima niji perfect. So I had to do a little research, and I already knew like China wanapendanga American pronunciation. So unaona msee alikuwa ameniwekea kamtego kidogo, anasema he want us to do a lesson immediately, and I said no, I had to act professionally. I need to do a lesson plan for us to know, for me to know what I'm going to teach you the foreign lesson. And also I had to kumpima pima nijue like English level yake iko aje, and then what kind of teaching or teaching method mse anataka. So after nimempima pima nikaona English level yake iko aje. Kwanza alinitishia kidogo because I was like, mi mse anajua English sana, it's a no, because the fact that English is our second language, as much as like we speak English every day, kuna ile kaogo nayo kidogo. So I was kind of afraid. And then I tried kumpima pima, and I tried to use some vitu complex. Na nikarealize hata kumbe English yake hata si nini vile. Anajua, he knows how to communicate basic things like travel, hobbies, but when you go to other details information like politics, business, what else can I say? Yeah, stuff kama hizo, you find like he's actually really struggling. So I thought, wow, I got this one. Indo ile nampeleka ndo pia yeye akinilipa do ana feel like whatever I'm paying, it's worth it. So this guy nimemfunza for about, I guess for about 3 months. About 3 months now. And then the third week, like sikuwa nataka kumwambia I want more students. So what I decided to do, I decided like why can't I give? Yani nijipeane, ile like you sacrifice even extra time, even when you know like the time is over for our lesson, unajituma. That is what I decided, because I know Chinese, they are so good with referrals, and they only refer if they have seen your work. Hiyo ni kitu moja nilirealize, because even for me when I was in China, for you to get a job, if your job you are referred, like tuseme principal wa hii shule akona best yake amrefer msi amwambie this person is good, they trust that information and they do not need anything else. So I decided like nimepata client wangu wa kwanza, what I'm going to do ni kujipeana. So mimi kama si time ya lesson nilikuwa na kaka hivi natumia huyu mchinkuka article ama kapicha, namwambia do you know what this means, then namtumia meaning, ananiambia what it means na correct pronunciation, and then kama kwa understand vizuri pia mimi namsaidia. And so after like about 2 or 3 weeks, huyu client akaniambia, hey Monica, I have my niece who is a high school student, nataka kujifunza English, can you help her? He brought me the second client and I was like, wow, this thing is working. Tukakaa kidogo akaniletea best yake. So last week he introduced me to another friend, his colleague, but unfortunately his colleague is kama ni boss ama manager, so he's very busy. Kupata time ya kumfunza it's rare, but at least we are communicating. So online iko na pesa, by the way, online iko na pesa, bora tu like ujitume, decide what you want, focus with it, and if, as much as you will be doing other stuff, because haita ku reward immediately, it is going to take time, but make sure you maintain the consistency, and it's going to come back to you in an amazing way. Okay, so I haven't seen any question. I'm assuming bado tuko na Simply hapa. So Simply, how are you? How are you? How are you? Mi niko poa by the way. Na venye nakazana hapa. Jana nilikuwa kwako na nikaona mama si umejificha. What's up? What's up? Ama tunasukuma nini WH? How are you? Hebu niambie how are you? I want to know. As much as naongea stories zingine. I didn't have as much as nimesema tuongee business, we can be talking about other stuffs. No problem. Okay. So you can ask any question. Simply tell me how are you? How have you been? So guys, once you join our live, please like our video. You can say hi, like ndo nijue like you're here. I want to know if you're here. Please say hi and like our video. And if you can share, I would really do appreciate. I would really do appreciate. Simply umepotelea wapi kwa channel yako? Oh, how far are you? How far? Actually, I always forget. I always forget where I've been. Nilikuwa msick kidogo, so I haven't hebu niambie umefikisha ngapi? So guys, nilikuwa nasema I was trying to share out my experience on how you can get students online based on my experience getting what kind of students. I mean, English is disappearing. Oh my goodness. Vile unaweza pata ma student wa kufunza English. I currently am teaching English online. I have 4 students na siwekangi in the same class because all of them they are at different levels, plus all of them they have different schedules, so that is how I teach them, although all my students are Chinese, and it's very, very possible to teach them. And like for now, you see, right now I'm not very busy, and that's why I'm able to come on to conduct a live right now, because I'm waiting until 3 in the evening. That is when my classes begin, and then Askuma all the way to evening. It's a very simple task. And I'm telling people, like, you see, like teaching English, it is not difficult. Personally, I began teaching English when I was in China, and I in the university, I didn't do I'm not trained as a teacher. I didn't train as a what? As an English tutor, but I was teaching English, and from my experience in teaching English in China, hiyo ndo imekuja ikanishape, and right now I'm able to teach English from here in Kenya, and I'm teaching some Chinese students. It is not difficult at all, and it is very possible. Na mimi nasema, if at all like you are able to come here and you're able to come here and watch me doing this live, then it means it's very, very, very possible for you to it's very, very possible for you to get students and start teaching. Don't just sit at home and say, oh, I do not have a job. Don't just sit at home and say, oh, unajua, I did this and this course in college, and oh, sina kazi, sina whatever. I know so many graduates are actually suffering in silence. And the third part is, this is how the reality is, na ndo maisha yenye tuna face, and we have to fight with this. But whatever little skills you have, can you make use of it? Because it doesn't matter whatever course you did. Ukikuja online, you can always get an opportunity to work with that stuff. You might not get maybe a lot of money at the beginning. But if you give it time, then within no time, then it's going to grow, and you are going to utapata matunda ya hiyo kazi yako. Utapata matunda ya hiyo kazi yako. So guys, if you don't have any question on teaching English online, I think maybe we can shift to the business. I'm a business person, and and I love business. But if you'd like to join me on my live, you can actually join me. Simply, are you still here? You can join me, and then maybe we can have a talk and see how it goes. I will not be here for a very long time, but I will try and see how long I can stay here. So the next time we are done with teaching English online, please guys, take advantage of take advantages of some this information that you're being given online, because maybe right now I'm doing it for free, maybe in the nearby future I'll charge. So make sure you take advantage of that. Then when you go, we want let us shift immediately into talking about business. And I'm not an expert in all businesses, but I think I'm an expert. I believe I'm an expert in the importation business. Bado sijafika pale, but at least I believe I can share out some information which can help someone here, and you can make use of this. You can make use of this. And my focus, especially when it comes to the importation business, I don't want to look to those people who can able to afford a full container or a half container. I want that person who have mwenye akona 5k yake, that person who has 5,000, that person who have 10,000, and encourage you and tell you that it's very, very possible for you to start your importation. It's very, very possible for you to start your business with 5,000. Some people will be like, oh, when you talk about importation, I'll need like 300k, I'll need like 1,500,000 for me to start this importation. And people will come with so many stories. Oh, we know those stories are customs. Oh, container mzima. Who said so? We have something called the consolidated what? English is disappearing. You can do consolidation of goods. Consolidation of goods, this is whereby wewe uko na kgs zako tano, you have your own kgs there, I have my 10 kgs, another person have 50 kgs, another person have 200 kgs, all of them are put together and then they are shipped together in one container. So you do not have kujaza like one container for you to start importing. No, no. No, no, no. And another question that I've seen people asking often, it's about, can I import one item? Is it possible for me to import one item? And this question is tricky, but it's not tricky, but this is a question of yes or no. Can you import one item? Number one, I would say yes. Importing one item, I don't know which example to give. For example, I have my concealer over here. So you ask me, can you import one item? And having a look at this concealer, I do not know how many grams are in here. Hizi ni grams kama ngapi? Maybe let us assume it's about 50 grams of this, right? And someone else might want to import a TV. Did you say a TV? Maybe someone else want to import what? Maybe say, let's say a TV set. Number one, here you want to import a concealer, and number two, here you want to import your TV set. This one, I wouldn't advise you importing one. For concealer, no way. Because you can buy from a supplier one, no problem, you can buy. But the problem that comes is the cost of shipping this one concealer, because here it's where the problems comes. Because most of the shipping companies, watasema, the minimum kgs for them to ship, maybe they will say 1 kg, others will say 2 kgs, others will say 5 kgs. So wakisha sema hivyo, not try to imagine, and if they say the minimum kgs you can import with them, the shipping agencies, waseme it's 2 kgs. It means that if you do import 50 grams, if you decide to import 50 grams, it means that you're going to pay for 2 kgs. And assuming maybe they're charging 1 kg at 1,200. After see 1,200 because dollar iko juu kidogo. Assuming maybe they are charging 1,300 per kg. So you consider maybe, hata sijui consider natoka ngapi tena, I've never bothered to check how much a concealer goes. Let's assume this concealer goes for 50 bob in China. And then they say you're supposed to pay for the shipping cost at 1,300. We are assuming that wamesema ni 1 kg, that's why you are paying 1,300. So overall it to be 1,350 per concealer. Hii concealer utakuja kuuza pesa ngapi? utakuja kuuza pesa ngapi? So my advice would be, if you want to import this concealer and the shipping company has given maybe a minimum of 2 kgs, make sure zimefika at least 2 kgs. For example, if this thing is 50 grams, 2000, not 2000. If this one is 50 grams, able fanyeni your calculation. Make sure you import more, like maybe 50 of them, or 100 if possible. Or 100 if possible. Ama kitu kama hii jamani, you import this one. It's not making sense. So this one you need to import more, at least kgs ziongezeke. That is what I would say. So this one is one I say, it's no, you cannot import one item. When it comes, for example, something like this, a concealer, it's very light, no. But when you have something which has more kgs, I don't know how many kgs a TV set has. Maybe a TV set could be having, yeah, TV set could be light, but it depends with the size. But I'm assuming it's more than 2 kgs. So for a TV set, probably if it's more than 2 kgs or 5 kgs, depending with the shipping company that you're using, then you can import one item. Because if they say the minimum they can import is 2 kgs, and the TV set is more than 2 kgs, then you are safe. This way I can say you are safe. But on the other case, it also depends. You are using what kind of a shipping? Shipping what company? Kuna kama DHL. I guess DHL, even if kama ni kamoja na haijafikisha 1 kg, I guess that one is okay. But as long as you're using other shipping agencies, na kuna ingine yenye sikumbuki jina. But as long as you're using other shipping agencies, then there is no escape. There is no escape at all. Make sure you do import more. And you guys, you need to get into this business, because the other day nilikuwa nakaa hivi nafikiria, nasema often and very often people will complain, oh, me, I don't like this stuff, this Kenyan uniform, blah 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 blah, all this kind of stuff. Where do we have Kenyan uniform? Where I ask myself, where do we have Kenyan uniform? It is because me as Monica, I decide to go to China, or I get my supplier and I tell my supplier, I want this kind of, for example, I don't know what I say, I want this kind of a dress or a pair of shoes. And I tell the supplier, can you make for me 1,000 pieces? I bring them and I test the market. And after testing the market, I realized, oh my goodness, this thing is hot. It's moving like nobody's business. You know, there's a kind of item that you can bring kwa soko, and then inasonga kabisa. And I realize it's moving very fast. So what do? Supply ingine. And then I end up like kwanza kuna, you see, hizi shops za vitu mpya, most of them they'll be like, friend fulani uniba wangu ameleta dress inakaa hivi, hebu tafuta inatoka wapi. Anatafuta, anaipata. So you end up seeing all the shops, all the boutiques in my areas, they have that particular dress. It's trending. And of course, there are people who like those trending stuff. So then it becomes a Kenyan uniform. Because kama mimi ndo na import those stuff, and I realize kitu inasonga. Si pesa ni mzuri jamani. How can you tell me that you import? How can you tell me not to bring such an item? I will bring it. I will bring it by fire, by force. I will bring it. So that's why you see we end up having this Kenyan uniform stuff. Okay, but try to imagine if I decide, or if for example you want your business to be unique, why can't you do this? Start your importation journey, get a supplier, bring those unique items, and your shop and your business will never be the same again. And for example, there's a time I was there's a time I was having a look at Jumia, and I picked one item. Na nikaangalia hiyo kitu. The item, it was a shoe, they were selling at 3,500. I went ahead and looked at the item in China. The item goes for 500. And I was like, oh my goodness. Hey, these people, let's try to assume. Ilikuwa kiatu. It is 3,500. And in China, it is costing 500. Now in Kenya, it is costing 3,500. Then I tried to do the calculation. I don't know how much this shoe is. But do mimi nimekuwa nikileta viatu, if I bring shoes by sea, the approximate cost of bringing this shoe most of the time, it is usually between 150 to 250, depending on the weight or not actually the weight, if it's by not the weight, the size of the shoe, it depends. So let's assume hata tupei kiatu pesa mingi, hata tuseme kiatu imetumia pesa mingi kabisa, and you are able to ship this shoe na 500. Ulibai kiatu China 500, ukauza 500. Hiyo kiatu Jumia wanauza 3,500. I have spent 1,000 and I have a profit of 2,500. Let me ask you a question. Is this not even possible for you to sell this shoe at a wholesale price? Because you spent 1,000, Jumia wanauza 3,500. I can sell this shoe at 2,000 wholesale price. And I get a profit of 1,000. And apologetically, I make a profit of 1,000. And try to assume you do your marketing very well. Wholesale, ukikuwa na wholesale lazima you make more sales. Ebu imagine if you sell 100 pairs, ama tuseme 100, just sell 20, tuseme to 20. And the profit is how much? It's 1,000. How much do you have in a day? You have 20,000. And that's why I'm telling you guys, importation, it's the way to go. And take advantage of the information I'm giving, because this is the information that I'm giving for you. And trust me, when you go to most of the content creators, they charge for this information. Information. You can do business this way. Go to Instagram and see how much items are costing. I always go there and I pick the same item and I compare it in China and I see how much it's costing. And I say, gosh, it's gonna make pesa. Ukileta hii product tutaweza kuuza mpaka na wholesale. And if you decide to go in the retail way, sijui anauza 3,500, go and uuze at 3K. Use at 3K, give people a discount. Nafanya marketing yako proper. Not just by opening a physical shop. Do proper marketing on social media. And on social media, you don't just do your marketing today. Unaposta kiatu kako leo, unalala. Go ask people who sell online. You post and post and post. People will see you posting today, they ignore you. I also ignore people. They see you posting today, they ignore you. You post tomorrow, they ignore you. But as the time comes by, people watch your consistency. They watch your consistency. And as the time goes by, trust you me, when you're going to pita hivi, they'll start buying from you. They will start buying from you. So my advice would go for importation. And if you need any question on how to import, news in religious studies at Dubai, don't ask me question about Dubai, about Turkey. I don't know. I'll only be lying. Ask me something about China. And I'm going to help in that. I can answer that. And there are so many business opportunities, apart even from the fashion industry. Unaweza vitu za mjengo, hata si mjengo, zinaitangwa aje? Furniture zinatoka China. Vitu za interior, you can get some amazing products za interior. Unaweza tafuta vitu za interior mzuri. Siku hizi people are more into building their own houses. Tafuta vitu za interior mzuri. Approach those houses as they wakienda kumalizia kujenga. Approach them with your unique interiors. You'll come back and thank me. Na tunasema story ya kuimport. It is not about you having millions of money. And I've given you a very good example. With 5,000, you can start your importation. With your 10,000, with your 20,000, unaangalia hivi unasema, how any 20,000, what can you do for me? Unless I open a kibanda, 20,000 can do a lot for you. And the good thing with importing. All right, Simply, bye-bye. And thank you so much for joining. Nashukuru sana. Thank you. And the good thing with importing, it's number one, you are able to get unique products. Products zenye ukienda Isli utapata, products zinatenda Kamukunji utapata. You will not get them. I have been importing, and every time I import product, someone will be like, where did you get this? I remember one day I did this. I decided to be distributing my pair of shoes to shops. So one day I thought, huku Ushago kuna, I was back in the village, huku Ushago kuna a wholesale shop. Where can't I approach them and see if they could be distributing this to become so easier? Because maybe no naanza kuleta na sina, I do not have a variety of products, but I have few of them which I can sell at a very good wholesale price. So when I approached this guy, he was a very big man, akakitambi hivi, and his wife, yani ni watu mpaka tumiaka tumesonga songa kidogo. When you look at them, these people have even experience in the business world, and me niko hapa hivi kasichana kadogo, and then I'm approaching them and I'm like, hi, oh, my name is Monica and I'm distributing this pair of shoes. And the guy was like, hizi vitu unatoa wapi? And I told them, I import. Una import? Haya. The guy, because I was speaking to them in Swahili, they never knew that I understand Kikuyu. And then the guy told the mother, the wife, ati import wapi? Msina anakaa mdogo mdogo, ni kama kupatiwa amepatiwa market. Huyu amezitoa tu, sisi tutapigia na ndio tumuuliza kama iko. So this is what the guy was saying. And so niliendelea to pretend like I can only speak Swahili, I cannot speak Kikuyu. So nikasema, hey, because of my height, because of my body size, you don't believe that I do importation, no problem. So the guy didn't believe me, but because alikataa kunichukulia that day, akasema hii hatuwezi kuchukulia, bei yako ni expensive sana, tunaendeanga nini, tunaendea kama konji. So I just let things go. So mimi nikaanza kuingia into the retail shops and I started distributing the shoes. Zikaenda zikishika demand vizuri. So when he saw the shoes are getting demand, akaanza kuuliza watu wa shop za retail like, where did you get this shoe? Akasema, kuna mtu fulani utusupplyia. So the guy, he had to humble himself, come back to me and tell me, please distribute for me the shoes. Because alienda Kamukunji, akatafuta hiyo kiatu, akauliza all the suppliers and he didn't get the shoe. So my point is this: importing, it's the way to go. Yeah, importing is the way to go, and you will get some amazing products. Hey, God with us, how are you? Mambo. Thank you for joining. God with us, we join. Sinikupa link, we join live and ask all the questions that you have. Ama bado kuna vita, kuna kitu sijakujibu yako by the way. I'm trying to think, maybe there's something yako sijakujibu. How are you by the way? And how are you doing? Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Make sure you like the video, nitashukuru. By the way, God with us, if you have question, though nilikuwa karibu kumaliza live, you can join me. If you are not shy, though you can, if you are shy, you can still hide your face. There's a way to hide your face if you are not comfortable with camera, and then you can ask any question. I'll just I'm also doing well. God with us, I'm trying to assume you're not that shy. Please join. Let me put oh, my phone. Let me put the link down here and then you can click and join. Please join, because I know you have so many questions. Na niulizanga maswali mingi sana. Why can't you ask them here ndo sisi wote this wanted to benefit? Where is this link now? Really? No, that is not the link. Let me find this link and sijui kama unaiona lakini huwezi iona. Let me find the link. Oh, all right. If you're busy, no problem by then. No problem. Next time, maybe next time you will. Next time, maybe you will. No problem. And thank you for coming. This is how to like your video yangu. Please don't forget. Nashukuru sana. God with us, I was supposed to look for you something. What was this? All right, Monday. Yeah, Monday I will. By then nafikiria I'll be doing lives on this channel on Monday, Thursday, and on Saturdays, and especially during Imasa. But especially during this morning hours, because at least I have time. Afternoon I might be busy. Then usiku it's tricky for me for now. Juu bado natumianga natural light, but if I get the ring light, which I'm hoping to get soon, nafikiri I might be shifting the lives to jioni, because I think jioni it's much more better to, because more people are free in the evening than during the day. During the day people are much during the day people sometimes they are very busy with other stuff. Aki God with us, nikumbushe kuna kilifa, nitaangalia chat kai niko na chat mob sijajibu bado. I will check and see. I think there's something that you had asked me about. supplier. What was this thing? I can't remember. Aki nimesahau. So guys, tunaongea story ya imports. So mi nasema importation is the way to go, and I'm saying I am just creating a very good opportunity for you guys to get this information for free, because trust you me, this information somewhere else is being charged. People charge for this information. People will ask you to pay for classes too, you know, to get how do you call it, for you to learn how to import. But for now I'm doing this information for free, and I'll just do it for a short while, and then pia mimi nitaingia to the next league, you know. So make sure you take advantage of this opportunity, and I'm giving this opportunity to my, you know, to my fast followers like God with us. And nashukuru sana by the way for your support. I'm giving this information for my fast followers, for those people who believe that, oh yes, Monica can deliver. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was about clothes. Memory yangu ni mbaya. God with us. After this I'm going to check the charts. Sijakuwa nimeangalia for a very long time. I've been sick, but hata bado sijakuona kabisa, but at least usinaweza kuongea, so I'm good. But I'll check that. I'll check that. Unaona kuna sijui nilifaa kuangalia sijui supplier. Akiana nisikumbuke, but nitaangalia hizo charts zetu ndio nikumbuke. I think I need a notebook to be noting down this stuff. Chat sometimes inakuja, zingine zikuja na ulishajibu mtu kile chini, na kama mlimalizana and you kind of forget about it. Yeah, Monday please join. I will do a live on 10. I'm hoping I will not be busy. But not the problem that I'm having. Sometimes, you know, I get busy because mtu wa biashara sometimes kwangu imepanga, you just get busy from nowhere. And then when you get busy on this platform, because on channel yangu bado haijafikisha 500 subscribers, so I do not have a way to communicate with my audience and tell you like to postpone or something. So if you don't see me live, usone kama ni madharau, because hiyo masaa nafanya live ni masaa mbaya, you might get busy with something. But I'm hoping I'll get a ring light soon, because jioni it's the best time. People, as they prepare dinner, as they eat their dinner, it's the best time to be doing this stuff. Watu wakirelax nyumbani, I guess it's the best time, because hizi watu wengi wako job, wengine they are, you know, it's not actually the best time to do this. Yeah, supply work frauds. Yeah, nimekumbuka God with us. So I'll check your issue. Now I'm resuming. Kianza kwa nimeanza kuja live. I'm resuming on this. Nimeongea. I have talked for 52 minutes. Where I can become a teacher. Actually, I'm a teacher. Wait. Okay. So guys, continue watching my videos. I've not yet uploaded a lot of videos, but I'll continue uploading more. And also guys, please follow me on TikTok. On the TikTok, I'll be doing so many videos on importation. My TikTok name is Monica Karinge. Yeah, that's my TikTok name. You can follow me over there, and we see more. We try to interact more. I also have a page on Facebook with the name Monica Karinge. You can also follow me there. Too, so that we get to learn. Yeah. So tumesema, if you have your 5k, if you have your 10k, usione pesa yako ni kidogo, it can still do something for you. Ni kama venye, for example, this is an example which I can give. For example, for those people who are in the mtush business, kuna mtu anaweza kuja kuambia, oh, kama huwezi pata pesa ya kufungua bail zinafunga how much? I guess the bill varies depending what item you're selling. I guess kuna bill za 6k, kuna za 10, kuna za 20, kuna za 30. Sijui kama kuna 40, I don't know. Ni kama tu bills za mtush. Kuna mtu anaweza kuja tu hapa hivi akwambie, unataka nini? Unataka bill ya nguo za watu, unataka bill ya viatu, unataka bill ya bed sheets. Akwambie, oh, if you don't have 30k, then you continue to get 30k at least. You need to get 30k at least. By that one, I will say it's wrong. It's not the right information. It's not the right information at all. Kwa sababu huyu unaweza kuwa na 500 yako, ukimbia Gikomba, ama dhao yako, uende uchague top za 50-50, ama sijui kama siwezi kuna za 30, it's wrong since nienda Gikomba, uchague top za 50-50, ukuje uoshe vizuri, unyoroshe pasi, uuze 200 ama 250, na si umepata pesa. Si au kukua na 30k ndio ufungue bei ya tops, ama 15k ndio ufungue bei ya tops. You had your 1000 or your 500 and you started that. The same thing with importation. If you have your 5,000, you can start importation. And this is something that I'm encouraging someone. Do you say something? In every business, as much as I might decide to sit down here and coach you and guide you with the steps, in every business, and I'm assuming that people who watch me are in the business field, as much as kuna mtu alienda akakucoach akakasha akakwambia, oh, don't do this, usiendeange vitu zako huku, usifanyange hivi, in that business, the only person who can learn the best, sio kucoachiwa. It is not that coaching. It is you yourself having the experiences, doing this mistake, ugathoma na riaku. How do you say ugathoma na riaku? English is not coming. It is you by making those mistakes and learning from your mistakes. You learn from your mistake. And that's why I'm saying I wouldn't even advocate someone to start importation business with 100k, with 200k, with 500k. No. Anza na hiyo thao yako 5. Anza na 10k yako. Start with that. Ndio, as you continue bringing more and more items, every day you learn. Because even for me, si kusema ati I know everything in importation. No, I do not know. Actually, some of these things I can't know from you people as you ask me questions. As I go do research or consult, that is when I come to know about this thing. So every day it's a learning process. The same way with importation. Usitake kuanza ati bigi, start small. That one would be my advice. Because there is no need. Wewe hapa hivi, you decide you want to import maybe let's say pair of shoes. You take your 200k and 200k, I'll be having a good number of pair of shoes. Ukuje ulete mzigo kufika, upate umewekewa fake. You try to sell it and it is not making. Or another thing, you take your 200 without you having gone through the necessary steps kujua how are you supposed to import, what is the most appropriate method. For example, wewe uchukue 200k yako uimport viatu, useme hizi viatu nataka zifike by next week but one. Wewe ufikiri, wewe uende kuconsult ujue how this thing work. Unachukua mzigo wako unakelea kwa ndege, unajua mzigo ifike Kenya, ile hata itakuweka ile hata itakuweka, utakuwa unasema mimi nasianga importation, nasikia because there is somewhere where you failed. There is somewhere where you failed because you are supposed to take steps pole pole. Learn how to import. Learn where do people choose to import by air. Learn where do people decide to import by sea. You know, usiende kufanya those silly mistake. Utakuja na hiyo kiatu yako unaleta na ndege. Unapata cost ya kuleta hiyo kiatu. Hata sijui ni double ama ni thrice kuliko venye ulibuy. Utalia. You try to find someone to sell that shoe or that product and you will not get. Because there is somewhere where you missed. There is somewhere where you missed. And that's what I'm saying. I'm just giving information. Yani, to me, namwaga tu information to hivi tu. But you do know something. You know, in business, rarely do people give. Yani, watu wa biashara wanakuanga wachoyo au wapeanange information. Imagine how generous I am. Just imagine how generous I am. Mimi tunakuja hapa hivi na mwaga mtu mako wengi. That's how generous I am. So make sure you take advantage of this opportunity because the time is coming. I'll start charging for these classes. But for now, I will do it for free. I will do it absolutely for free. Free of charge. And I'm actually thinking in the nearby future I'll start because kama venye God with us nimekwambia, like I'm having problem, uliniuliza swali nikakujibu kwambia bring you the answer, nikaenda ku research and I forget. But I guess it will be having a WhatsApp group. It's very easy to monitor all the questions. Ndio at least nikikujibu swali moja, maybe swali yenye umeuliza someone else is also asking a similar question. Nisishinde tu nikijibu the same question because most of the time the questions they are very similar, but when you handle the nini as a group, utauliza hii swali aya mwingine na by the way I also have another concern, so it gets better. Then I am also thinking if We can also get a platform where we can be sharing our experiences, because in business it's about learning, and we learn from our mistake. This time una import, unakuja kujua nilitumia hii cargo ama nilitumia hii agency. Our agency ni expensive, ama hii agency they have very poor communication. Na mimi siwezi kaa hivi niseme kuna hii agency mbaya, kuna hii poa. Kila agency wewe ulipata experience poa, mwingine alipata experience mbaya. And it's the same case. Hata wewe wenye uko kwa biashara, by the way, wewe saizi wenye uko kwa biashara, kuna siku moja tunakujanga tu, au ukaweza sikiza customers wako wasikize tu vizuri. Kuna customer anasemanga you are the best. Unakuanga tu na roho tu mzuri. You give the best services. Mwingine tu utasikia tu maneno zingine. Oh, she doesn't know how to handle her clients. She does ABCD. So it's the same case with shipping agencies. Azikosangi to issues, but when we have such a platform, I'm thinking it's going to be amazing. We are going to share our experiences. Mimi nilifanya hivi ikanimes, nilifanya hivi na hivi ikanimes, unaona. So hata nikifika ile stage nasema napeana suppliers, tutakuwa tunaambiana, by the way, supplier utupea supplier yako hivi na hivi na hivi, product zake ziko poa, ama anafanyanga hivi na hivi, unaona. Kwa sababu hata kama uko kwa biashara saa hizi, huwezi sema ati kila time you always satisfy all your clients. Sometimes you mess, sometimes you buy products zinakuja tu zinakuchoma, unaona. So that is what I am thinking about. God with us. Actually, sija create your group, nita create, and you'll be the lucky one. You'll be the lucky one, because I'll create that group. Actually, utakuwa number 1, and I'm thinking to give an offer to the first five of my followers. Wakijoin your group, au nitawapea suppliers bure. Imagine, and you'll be number 1. Unikumbushe after this, you'll be number 1. My 5 followers, I will give them suppliers for free in that group. But all the other people will be joining from there. I'll be charging. All the other people will be joining from there. I'll be charging. So God with us will be number 1 in that group, and I will give you the link. Will be free, and all the information I'll be giving there, from suppliers, from shipping agencies zenye unaweza tumia, zenye mimi natumianga na they don't fail me. You'll be number 1. Nitakupa hiyo bure. Nitapeana bure, but the rest will follow. My 5 followers, they will get this information for free. The rest watalipia. So I'll give you the link after this, after I create the group. Sija create bado. It's an idea that I thought, because najipata sometime ina kuna siku naweza amka nipate mtu jana huyu aliniuliza hii swali. Akaniuliza natumianga shipping agency gani? Nikamjibu. Na kaka kidogo mwingine ananiuliza. But I thought if we have a group, kama saizi God with us nikuja nikwambie mimi I use this, tunafanyanga hivi na hivi, nikufunze vizuri ujue kuship na kuleta mzigo wako Kenya, si ndio? The next time if someone, after maybe tuseme tumekaa miezi kadhaa, and then someone asks a similar question, even if I'm busy, wewe utamjibu, kwa sababu tuko hapo hivyo kulearn, and we'll be learning every day. And reason yenye nasema nitapeana 5 people for free, nitawapea for free kuingia your group, it's because kwanza we God with us, I really like una believe na mimi sana. Sasa nitapeana contact for free. The others, kwa nini nasema will be charging? There's a reason as to why will be charging. Ni tu tumesema na kwa biashara inakuanga like hiyo culture kidogo sometimes ndio inakusaidiana. Truth be told, hiyo culture kidogo ndio inakusaidiana. Unajua God with us, unajua place unaenda kama kwako China, maneba zako nadhani unaendea kama kunja, ama unaendeanga kunaitwa aje, sikia Githurai Gikomba, na uendeange huko, unajaribu kukopi, wanatafuta but that kasiri unajua na watu wanapenda product yako. That's what makes you successful. So the reason is to nasema I'll be charging because of this. I'll be charging because of this. Only for the serious people who join there. Juu ukiamua kupeana information bure, imagine kama tunapenda tu hivi information tu bure hivi, si tumeharibu hata soko jamani, si tumeharibu soko. So that's why I'm saying so. And again, pia mimi sitaka nione nafanya kazi ya bure, si ndio? Kuna mtu anafanya, imagine sasa kama nimeketi tu hapa hivi 1 hour, by the way iko 1 hour already iko 1 hour already, na nimeketi tu hivi nikienda moshane, si ndio? So nikusaidie, na pia unisaidie. I give you the information and you pay for it. Si tuko poa. But God with us wanaingia tu cha bure, and 5 others will be joining that group. I mean that for that campaign, that's why we'll be doing more and more live. We have to educate our people. Juu nilikuwa nasema hivi, by the way, me sometimes I really feel bad. I've seen so many graduates, watu walienda shule, sijui wakafanya nini, na hawana job hivi ngo. Hawana ngo. But is there something that we can do? There's something that, there's a day I sat like this nikasema, I might not be knowing much. Sijui sana, na mimi si expert kwa importation, by the way. But at least the fact that nilikaa China, I stayed in China, I worked in China, I learned how to import goods from China to Kenya when I was in China. And when I came back to Kenya, I was still doing that. I thought, by the way, this is some information which I can share with people. And especially for those watu wenye wako beginners, wenye hawajui how to do these things. Because I remember before I went to China, nilikuwa nasikianga, I used to hear, nilikuwa nasikia babangu akisema, ati mbaba mwingine anakuanga na shop, kama uko nasema, huyu anakuanga so mkuu. Anatoanga vitu zake China na sijui ni Uganda. And I was like, cause mimi nilianza kupenda biashara kitambo, I was like, oh my goodness God. Si mtu siku moja tu nipe pesa hiyo mingi, nianze kuimport vitu nilete. Saizi wenye nimeenda tena nikajua, kumbe si pesa mingi, ati 100k for who? For who? Gilida no 5k. Nimeleta something. I have brought something. And as long as you have good financial, financial management, as long as kami naweza sema hivi, ukianza kuimport na hii 5k, si ukuje 5k uanze kukula, wewe kutafuta hustle ingine ya kufanyanga, ita grow. And one day you come to remember me. And that's why I'm here to push, especially the young people, the women, the stay-at-home moms. The young people, you can do something. Usijidharau ati juu ulisoma ati na hizo karatasi zako hazikusaidii. You can, you can do something. Si lazima uajiriwe na mtu. Wewe mwenye hukuenda shule ati hukuenda kuolea, hukuenda wapi? Nani nilikwambia lazima uende? You can do business. You can do business. Hata mimi sasa hapa hivi niko biashara. Tufanye nimeketi. Yeah, you can do something with your life. Na lazima tuone life with a very positive attitude. There are so many things we can do. And by the way, God got with us before you joined us. I was talking about how I got clients to teach English online. And I was saying, kama wewe una manage kuja kuniwatch hapa nikipeana moshene, those peani moshene, I'm sharing out some important information to some people. If you can afford to come and watch me here, that means you have a smartphone. That means that you can afford data or maybe Wi-Fi. And that means that you can work online. And there are so many opportunities. There are so many opportunities. Trust you me, if I was not working online, I wouldn't afford to come sit down here and do a live for 1 hour. Before, I was only able to find some few minutes, record a video, and that was it. But now because I'm working online, I'm able to get time to come and sit down here and talk about something. And talk about something. Na sometimes hakuna kitu kwa kama work from wherever you are. And even as we go to importation business, don't just open ati umeimport vitu umefungua kadogo hapo umekaa every day. Make good use of social media. Make very good use of social media. Ebu niende charge, simu yangu inazima, then I come. So I was saying, make very good use of social media. Make very good of social media. Social media iko na potential, and I didn't know until I began becoming active. You see me when I was in campus, niwapea tu kastori kadogo, nita charge. You see me fail saizi jamani. This. Oh. Just a minute, guys. Let me see. Oops. Aki kataa kucharge. I'm using a power bank. Kataa kucharge, it means I will need to come live later. Or we call it off because Aki ya nani? Okay guys, naona kama sita continue. The reason behind it, simu yangu imekataa kucharge na power bank. Place charge yangu iko. Thank you God, it's charging. Okay. So where were we? So I was saying like this. You see, when I was in campus, I used to do this. Tunapigwa tupicha tu professional, tunapost. Mimi na post to Facebook. And then I noticed like zangu zilikuwa zina increase as I post. But during this time nilikuwa tunafanya nikipata like swingi Facebook nafurahia. So after I came back from China, nilijaribu so many things that they didn't work with me. So one day I got this Chinese supplier. This Chinese supplier akaanza kuniuzia stuff zake. And then nikaona, by the way, instead of me buying things from China and having to wait for all this long time, na venye hii bei yake ni mzuri, yani hata nikiuza wholesale, iko tu sawa. Let me go this way. And so, nikaenda nikaconnectwa na huyo mchinku. Nikaenda nikachukua viatu kutoka kwa huyo mchina. Huyo mchina alikuwa na MOQ. MOQ yake ilikuwa box moja, and the box for you to buy from me lazima ungechukua box moja, na hiyo box moja iko tu na design moja, and the design iko na around 60 pairs. So I took the shoes. Sikuwa na pesa mingi, so I took the shoes. Nikachukua zikiwa two boxes, ndo nichukue two different designs. I took. So when nilichukua, actually by then nilikuwa ushago, so nikakuja Nairobi kumit Chinese guy, ndo nichukue hizo viatu. Nikakuja nikaa kwa relative kidogo. Nikasema, hey, hizi viatu zote kweli ndaweza kuuzia ushago 120 pairs. Nikaona kama sitaweza. So I decided to post those. I decided to post those things on Facebook. Mimi niliamka tu asubuhi nikamwambia mchana nitumie picha zenye mmepiga professional za hizi viatu, akanitumia. Nikapost Facebook. Nikapost kwa groups mingi then nikaacha. Nilipost kama nilijisikia kama saa 11 nikapost na mimi nikarudi usingizi. Mwenye niliamka sikufikiria kurudi Facebook. Mimi tunaingia tu WhatsApp bla. Then ile tu kusema acha nichungulie Facebook kama kunaendelea aje. Na hata sikuwa nafikiria kuhusu ile post. Unapala kwa notifications zilikuanga mingi. Nikaanza kuangalia. Kuna group moja sijioni ni gani nilikuwa nimepost. Nilipata interested. Wenyewe wanasema scammer. Why is she not responding? It was like hivi. Hasa mimi kuanza kurespond, inbox imejaa hivi. Hapo sikuwa nimeweka namba. Sasa nikaanza kuweka namba. Unaelewa kazi yote? Let me tell you that nikachat. Hasa vile nimepeana namba na niko tuna simu moja, calls ziko hivi. Weka hivi chini. Niletea kanio, juu nilikuwa nimeweka wholesale, nilikuwa nimechanuka nikasema naeka wholesale ni 3 pairs. Mchina alikuwa anipatia kiatu na 300. Mimi nikasema hiki tunauza 500 wholesale. Retail nauza 800. So niko na 200 profit nilikuwa na wholesale. Na nikaweka minimal ni ngapi? Siweka mingi, 3 peke yake. So what we used to do, mtu alikuwa anaitisha, hapo sikuwa najua story ya kupanga sizes. So mtu alikuwa anaitisha nataka size 37. Hii kala na hii kala. Mtu baada ninunue kiatu moja 800, sinunue 315. That's what happened. Mimi order nilikuwa nazo. Ungeniona nikienda town na mapepazi hivi nimeweka huku na huku. Na sina kagari kangu, mimi tumebaki na mapepa hivi. Like I sold those pairs of shoes. I sold within 3 days. Hata sikurushago tena. Within 3 days. Nikamaliza. Juu shago nilikuwa na biashara yetu, nikasema kumbe ni wanadeweka. Nilikuwa nafanya tu ujinga. Pesa iko huku online. Mimi huku stoki. So this is my point. Online kuna pesa. If you just make good use of online. Hata kama unaanga TikTok, go to TikTok, do your fun videos, but make sure if you have your own product, market it there. I'm telling you. Na kama you can go to importation way. If you can go to importation way, it means this. If you bring your product, you'll be able to sell it online. Hiyo time niliuza. Mpaka nikitoka town nilikuwa nasema, KFC iko wapi? Mimi kwanza niingie. Ili usheuza mpaka unasikia poa. It was that way. So don't undermine the power of social media. Na usiku ule msee anasemanga, oh, mimi sitaki maneno ya social media. Of course social media kuna bullying iko, utapatana nayo sometimes, but you go sell. Go sell. Make sure you are getting money out of that. Make sure you are getting money out of that. At a Facebook, ama IG, whatever platforms work for you, make sure you make good use of it. Geez, I've been here for 1 hour 15 minutes. I think if you have a question, guys, please let me know. Let me know if you have a question, because I'm thinking of ending the session now. Yeah, if you have a question, let me know. If you have a question about importing from China, getting Chinese suppliers, those who are based in China. If you want to get to know how to get Chinese suppliers who are based when you are in Kenya, I'm here for that. What else can I do? If you say you need someone to teach you Chinese, I'm here. I'll help you translate a document from Chinese to English. I'm also here. I'm also an English tutor. I'm not fake. I'm an English tutor, by the way. Na watu mtumie social media vizuri. And if you can teach English online, hiyo pia itakupatia pesa training, basi mbaya. You will do it at the comfort of your home. So let me see if there are any questions. Any question, guys? Please, I'm feeling like nimeongea, but a teacher always talks. Anaongeanga sana. So let me know if you have any question. I feel like I need to end the session. God with us. Aki, nimeshukuru umenikaisha. Uko na swali? Do you have any question? And once you join the live, please say hi, and just like the video. Hata kama biashara ni kuwa mchoyo kidogo, please just like the video, ndio isuggest watu wengi. Yote mimi YouTube nitumia kaini. Watumia kwa Facebook, nitumie $2, nisikie poa. Please like the video. Don't forget to like. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Any question? I'll give you a few seconds or 1 minute. Then if there isn't any question, if you don't have any question, just tell me bye. At least I'll feel better. You can just say bye. I will know at least you're there, and I'll feel much more better. And see you guys. See you on Monday. On Monday, actually, I'm trying to get you time. On Monday at 10 p.m. See you on Monday at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Geez, 10 a.m. in the morning hours. Because evening it's tricky, but I'm hoping with them I'll be able to be doing lives jioni, because I think jioni it's the best time ever. Any question? So guys, before I go, let me teach you something in Chinese. By the way. Right now I want to go. And if you want to go and you want to say goodbye in Chinese, we say Zai Jian. Zaijian means Zaijian is like Z-A-I, then J-I-A-N. Zaijian means goodbye. You know, you might decide to go to China, by the way. Unataka kwenda China. There are those who can afford to go to China. They want to travel. Wajiende tu wenyewe soko. Waende wajione factories. Waende wajimitie suppliers. So if you go, you know, it's good. I also be teaching you some kamoja hapo hivi. Ile tunasemanga ya kuomba maji. Ni hao shiche Zaijian. Hao jobu jen. Such things I'll be teaching you, by the way, guys. So thank you for your information and being honest. Thank you so much for with us. Nitakuwa kwa group, by the after this I hope to start how I will make that group. Nitakuwa nakumbuka sana wewe ndio utakuwa mwanzilishi. Mwanzilishi. And thank you for supporting. This channel of mine is very young. I have another channel but it's old. Those please feel kwenda lives huko. But thank you so much for supporting this channel. So guys, what with us? Zaijian. And if I say Zaijian, you can also say back Zaijian. You say Zaijian. It means goodbye. Okay, so bye guys. Until next time, which will be on Monday. See you then. Please follow me on TikTok at Monica without a H, Karinge, Karinge. Monica Karinge. That is my TikTok account, TikTok name, whatever it is. Yeah, TikTok. Oh, thank you. I didn't know that you follow me on both channels. Thank you so much, God with us. Wow, wow. Because I thought, I never used to see you commenting the old channel. So I thought maybe you are new in this channel. Thank you so much. Follow me on TikTok, by the way, and then I will add you in the group, and then because I think WhatsApp group is a good idea, unless we decide maybe Telegram, but let's first do with WhatsApp. So bye bye, and see you on the next one. Nimeshukuru sana, and have a lovely day. Enjoy your weekend, and may God help you as you decide and purpose on whatever business you want to venture in. Bye bye. Bye, Jen.